In. They're off. Racing for the Virgin Bets Handicap Hurdle. The third race here at Юттоксетере is underway. And Juttokseter has moved into the lead early on with Mayo Star. In behind is Emma's Joy, with on the inside Grand Morning with the white cap Derek Fox. In behind is Grizzly James and Hugh Nugent. And the black sleeves out wider is Red Risk and Bryony Frost. Her one ride here today as they clear the first flight of hurdles. Hurricane Ali in the pink sleeves and cap on the inside of parre. Green cap of a white star. Kevin Brogan on board having a stellar season in the saddle. Big Bad Bear is one from the back, and the course and distance winner Ulverston is last of all under Brian Hughes. 155 winners now for the season. So making their way towards flight number 2. Juttokseter has a good advantage under Theo Gillard. Theo and Donald had a treble here a couple of weeks ago. Donald's already had a winner this afternoon as they clear the second flight, which they've all taken safely. Juttokseter has the advantage from Mayo Star in second. Emma's Joy back over hurdles today. Jack Andrews the pink stars and the dark blue silks. Then on the inside is Grand Morning. In behind Grand Morning, Grizzly James and Hugh Nugent in fifth position. The red and white striped cap, parre's on the inside. Ollie Murphy, the trainer, seeking a double on the card. Out wider is Red Risk in the light blue colours, followed by Hurricane Ali and the back pair, Big Bad Bear. And last of all is Ulverston, Brian Hughes in no rush at all as they start to make their way into the straight for the first time. So Juttokseter has the lead under Theo Gillard, has a lead of around 4 lengths. To in second place is Mayo Star and Dэнni Macmenamina. Third place, Grand Morning, alongside Emma's Joy and Jack Andrews, followed through by Grizzly James in fifth position as they clear the first flight down the home straight, all over well. parre is midfield, Hurricane Ali tracking that one through, and the pink sleeves and cap is Alana Dойла. Red Risk out wider, Big Bad Bear still out the back under Callum Bewley and Ulverston as well, but they're not that far off the pace. They begin to group up a little bit more as they head towards the middle flight down the home straight. This is flight number 4. Juttokseter has the advantage, leads by about 3 lengths over that flight. To in second place is Mayo Star. Alongside is Emma's Joy with Grizzly James out wider. Grand Morning just ridden into that hurdle but got over safely. Red Risk, Hurricane Ali, parre, Big Bad Bear and Ulverston fairly well grouped up. So heading past us with a circuit to go. Once again the roars of the crowd. And it's Juttokseter that has the advantage from Emma's Joy in second place. Then comes on the rail Mayo Star, followed through by Grizzly James, Red Risk out wider. Then comes Grand Morning and parre, the JP McManus pair. Grand Morning just been coaxed along. In behind is Ulverston, who's on the outside of Hurricane Ali, and Big Bad Bear has the rail as they head out onto their final circuit. Juttokseter has the lead, still have 5 flights of hurdles to jump. From in second place is Emma's Joy, just poking her head just ahead of Mayo Star around that bend, followed through by Grizzly James, out wider Red Risk. Grand Morning on the inside of parre, another one who switched back to hurdles today. Hurricane Ali in behind that. Ulverston continues to run very wide under Brian Hughes, and Big Bad Bear, Callum Bewley now is just about the back marker as they've got one more flight down the back straight and they'll climb towards it. Juttokseter still leading. Now moving into second, Grizzly James. On the inside is Emma's Joy. Red Risk is out wider, only 2 lengths off the pace. Just losing places, Mayo Star. parre, Grand Morning, Hurricane Ali come next with out wider on the track Ulverston as they clear the final flight down the far side. Big Bad Bear at the back, and Mayo Star continues to lose places. Has only got 1 behind. Juttokseter still leads from Grizzly James in second. Emma's Joy on the inside. Red Risk comes next. Hurricane Ali getting a little bit closer, as is parre. Then Grand Morning. Ulverston comes next, followed by Mayo Star, and Big Bad Bear is toiling in behind. So still Juttokseter has the advantage. An uncontested lead so far, heading towards the final 5 furlongs of the contest. To in second place, Grizzly James. Out wider Red Risk, ridden along Emma's Joy. parre's going pretty well in 5th position. Then Hurricane Ali being asked to quicken. Ulverston trying to make some ground up. Mayo Star tries to rally. And then on the far side, Grand Morning, they're clear of Big Bad Bear. heading to the final three. Chabalco leading still from Grizzly James and Red Risk. That was 3 out. Red Risk is moving up into second place. Notre Paris in 4th place with work to do. Hurricane Ali's got work to do. So is Graham Morning heading towards 2 out. Chabalco. Red Risk is looming large though under Bryony Frost and is now beginning to go on. Notre Paris in 3rd place with Grizzly James, who hasn't quickened. Out wide at Ulverston with Hurricane Ali in behind that with Mayo Star. 2 out. Red Risk was untidy but landed running. From Chabalco in 2nd place. Notre Paris. Grand Morning was a faller at the second last. Heading towards the final flight. Red Risk is clear and is over. 6 lengths to the good from Chabalco. Then Notre Paris, Hurricane Ali, Ulverston, followed by Mayo Star. But well clear here is Red Risk under Bryony Frost and is coasting home up towards the line. It's an across the car double for trainer Paul Nicholls, and Bryony Frost, one ride here, is a winner, and it's an easy one. Red Risk carries top weight to success. Chabalco clings on for 2nd, Notre Paris in 3rd. Staying on again was Mayo Star for 4th, and then came Ulverston.